In this A2 Music Tech revision session, we're going to look at microphones and recording techniques. Now, this is quite a small area of study for the A2 exam. It's nowhere near as big as the AS. The thought process behind this is actually during the AS, this is quite a big area that you need to kind of get your head around. And the more and more you do it, it just becomes more natural and it becomes something that you just have to do and you just have to know. So the kind of questions you're going to get are not going to be nowhere as big as the AS ones. It's probably only going to take about 10% of the whole exam. That being said, you do still need to know your stuff. You still need to know about microphones, placements and positioning and types and polar patterns and all the rest of it. So this is going to be more of a recapping on how to record things, best practice, things that you should do, looking at some ambient mic techniques, looking at different kinds of microphones, different kinds of setups. And below, once again, I've included some of the questions from previous exams just to kind of give you an idea how different these kind of questions are from the AS exam. So definitely look at them first because they are quite different. However, the same questions could still be asked. So you could still get questions on types of microphone, different kinds of polar patterns, positionings, different recording methods, practical applications. You could also get history and development on the microphones. It's unlikely, as we've already had that question maybe 3 years ago, but it could still come up. So it's worth having a look at that question and making sure you understand your history and development of microphones as well. So the kind of questions from this area, just to go over that one more time. So how would you record an instrument or group of instruments? Problems with a recording and how you would solve it. This would be done in a more practical way this time as well. So, you know, if something hasn't been compressed, you would be asked to put a compressor on it. Or if something hasn't had a pop filter on it, you'd be asked to kind of correct some of those pops. So it'd be in a more practical way, which would be quite good. Differences between live and studio situations, and then once again the history and development. This is, like I said, this is a small area study, so this is more of a recap of what you should know. So have a look through the resources that are provided below, have a look at some of the questions, have a go answering the questions and see how well you do.